Good morning,
Morning,
and welcome
everybody.
to Lessons from 48th Lane, and we are here with the awesome third grade class. Say hi, everybody. All right, it is great to have you here. We are continuing. We had a week off for spring break, but we are back, and we're back at St. John. We're with our third grade class, and we're continuing our Letters to Jerusalem series. And so what are we doing today? What's the topic today?
We are talking about the crucifixion of Jesus.
So it's Good Friday, huh?
It is. And we're going to be talking about all those things that led up to his crucifixion. And so we have a lot of fun activities to do with the third graders and for all of you later on when you watch.
Right. So here, as we come together, we got to start with what? The theme song, right? It's Thursday morning. We're back at school. Yes, you are. Welcome. Oh, guess who's here? We got to say it. 1, 2, 3. Hi, Michelle. All right. So why don't you tell us our theme today?
Well, I did a little bit before. We're going to be talking about the crucifixion and the things that led up to Jesus' crucifixion. So we're going to be doing an activity for today. And just so you know, you'll need like an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper.
Yes, if you have an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, it doesn't even matter if it has writing on it.
No, it doesn't.
We're going to do something with the kids in a few minutes. We're going to show you how it's done first, and then we're going to do a step-by-step.
Yep.
So you'll have a chance to join with us or the other classes tomorrow when you're watching. Hey, so when you are watching tomorrow in your classroom, you're going to need an 8.5 by 11. Let us go through it first time, and then we're going to do a step-by-step afterwards.
And also a pair of scissors would be good to have.
Yes, you can tear it, but it would be better with
Yes.
a pair of scissors.
And then the other thing is we're going to be doing an edible activity too.
Well, I don't know if they're going to be able to do that in the classroom.
But you might be able to do it at home.
Yeah,
or
I think they could watch this at
if you're
home.
watching it in the classroom, you can tell your parents about it, and maybe they could do it at home.
Yeah, because even if you do it in the classroom, you can always watch this on the St. John YouTube channel.
There you go.
It's always there.
All right, so we're ready to get started.
All right, so it's a paper folding activity, but we tell a story, and this is the story that deals with, we're going to finally get to Good Friday, too. All right, so I got to find out where I got to be in relation to you, so I'm not in your way. All right, there we go. All right.
Ready?
Okay.
All right.
So we're going to take your paper and
We're going to take your paper just like this.
okay, and so we'll do a step-by-step afterwards.
Yes.
So look at this first fold. Does anybody think what that might look like? What do you think it looks like?
A wing?
A wing.
Ooh.
What do you think?
Kind of like a boat.
Like a boat. Anybody else?
Shark fin?
Oh, shark
Didn't even
fin.
think of that.
Boy, those are great answers. But you got a different thing?
Upside down, I think.
Upside down, I didn't hear.
Ice cream cone.
Ice cream cone.
Ice cream cone.
Ooh.
Well, that would
yeah.
be. Well, we're going to go with a boat, all right? Because in order to get and understand the stories, maybe you want to show it on there. So what do you think it looks like? We're going to say it looks like a boat. Because way back when Jesus was first starting to gather up his disciples, he went to some fishermen on the Sea of Galilee. And on the Sea of Galilee, what he did was he said, I need to speak to people. And in those days, they didn't have microphones. So when you got out on the water, it would amplify your voice. So he asked this fisherman, whose name was Peter, can I go out on your boat? And so they took him out on the boat, and Jesus spoke, and all the people were amazed. And when Jesus came back on shore, do you know what he said to, actually, at that point, his name was Simon. You know what he said to him? He said, come, follow me. Come, follow me. And he said that to Simon. He said it to his brother Andrew.
Wait a second. I wonder if any of them can name any of the other disciples.
Oh, okay.
Do you know any of the other
disciples
disciples?
who
Oh,
are
look at
fishermen?
this.
Okay, wow, we got hands going
Yes,
everywhere.
go ahead.
You go for it.
All right. What's another disciple? Yes.
Judas,
Judas.
Okay.
Good. How about you?
Peter,
Peter.
Peter.
Yes. How about
Absolutely.
you?
John,
John, yeah.
How about you? Excuse me? Joseph? That's a good answer, but it's not one of the disciples. Yes, ma'am. Thomas.
Wow.
Good. How about you?
Matthew. Wow,
Good
you guys
job.
are really good at this. How about you at home? Can you, or in your classroom, what's some of the disciples that we didn't name yet? Well, two of the
Can I
other
ask
disciples.
one more question?
Yes.
I don't know if you said this. Does anybody know how many disciples there were? Yes.
8,
Not 8. Yes.
12
disciples.
Okay.
Good job.
But there were 4 of them for sure who were fishermen, and that was Simon, who would later be known as Peter, and his brother Andrew. And then you named another one, John. I think you said John, and his brother's name was James. James. So anyway, all these disciples begin to follow Jesus. And they follow him all over the place. They leave their boats behind to follow Jesus. And they finally get to what we're going to call Holy Week. And we're going to do another fold.
Yes, we're going to take this corner right up here, and we're just going to fold it right over like this.
Okay, so now what do you think that looks like? What do you think? What do you think? A house, exactly. And they went to a house of a man named Lazarus. Do you know anything about Lazarus in the Bible? Do you remember? Yeah, he died, and Jesus brought him back to life. And so when Jesus came back into town, he stayed, and he had 2 sisters. Anybody knows? And both of their names start with an M. Do you remember? What is it? Martha, and her sister's name was? Mary. Mary and Martha, and they stayed at their house, and they're having a celebration. And you know what happened while they were in the house? Mary, she took a jar of what? Do you remember? Do you remember what she took? A perfume. Very expensive perfume. And people used that. Men and women in those days would use it because they didn't have showers every day. And so when you're in the house, what happens to you if you don't have a shower? What do you think? You just turn all stinky. And one of the ways they kept from being so stinky was they'd actually put on this perfume. But she pours it. She doesn't just do a little dab like most people would do. She breaks open the jar and pours it on Jesus' head and his feet, all the way, all over him.
Pastor Jeff, how much did that perfume cost?
It cost what your parents would make in an entire year. So it's a very expensive gift because it came all the way from India in the Himalayas, at the base of the Himalayas. So, and what she said, and all the disciples got a lot mad. Let's all do our mad faces. They go, oh, what a waste of money. And Jesus said, don't get on to her because she was anointing me for my burial. Because one of the other times they would use that kind of ointment was when somebody died and they were going to bury them. They would put that on them so that they would not smell. And so Jesus says, she's anointing me for my burial. Wow. And this is only a few days away from what we now call Good Friday. What we call Good Friday. All right.
All right, so we
So the
have the
next
house.
fold.
So then we're going to take this bottom part right here, and we're just going to fold it up like this.
All right. So what do you think that looks like now? Ooh, Collins. Oh, that table. I don't think I've called on any of you. What do you think? Yeah.
I have
exactly right, except we're not going to call it a hat. What would be a hat for a king? What would you call a hat for a king? A crown. We're going to think of it as a crown. And so, you know, the very next day after Jesus was anointed was what we call Palm Sunday. Everybody wave your arm like you're holding palms, right? Remember we did that a couple weeks ago. We did Palm Sunday.
Hey, Pastor Jeff, I wonder if any of them can tell you what the people said as they were waving their palm branches. What do you guys think?
What did Jay say?
Hosanna! Yes.
Anybody remember what Hosanna means? That's a hard one. Ooh, Emily.
Like new king was born.
Well, a king, yeah. Hallelujah. It's such a good thing, but it literally means, I want you to repeat after me, Lord save us.
Lord save us.
Oh, that was kind of weak, guys. Third graders are known to be very strong. Okay.
Let's try again.
1, 2, 3.
Lord
Oh, that's the third graders. That's the third graders. By the way, you just got to see all these guys. You got to see all these guys because they are awesome. And we're going to do some more when they're doing their items in just a minute. But anyway, all right. So now, see, here's the thing. Everybody thought Jesus was going to wear a kingly crown. When it comes to Good Friday, what kind of a crown did he wear? Anybody remember? What do you remember? A crown of thorns. And that was going to be completely different. But the night before Good Friday, Jesus gathered all his disciples back in another house at the upper room. And he said, you know what? I want you to understand something. I want you to understand the most important thing I can teach you is this. Now, when you look at this, what could this actually look like?
We're going to just take it. I'll show you guys later. I'm just going to show you guys here. I'm going to take this paper and I'm just going to fold it like this. I'm going to go like this. What would that look like?
What does that kind of
Just
remind
like
you
this.
of? Wait in the back table. A what? I'm sorry, I don't hear very well nowadays. Bird flapping his wings, that's a good idea. What do you think? Yes.
When you're praying.
Oh, praying too.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's a good one. Praying. And what else could it be? What if it was your arms? What would you be doing?
Okay.
Hugging somebody. When you're hugging somebody, what are you trying to say to them? What do you think? I love you. And Jesus said to all his disciples, Jesus said, here's how I want people to know that you're my disciples. By how much you love one another. And so I want you to think, when you're doing that fold in a couple minutes, it's like your arms saying, yes, Jesus, I want to love people like you love people. And see, this is the coolest part of the story now. Now that we have this folded, what we're going to find out is how Jesus showed his love to us.
And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a cut right down here. Okay? Open this up. Is that cool?
So how did Jesus show his love for us? Dying on the cross. Exactly. And that is the message of Good Friday. So, Mrs. Shanks, now I'm going to move to the cameraman.
Yes, and you're going to ask questions. He's going to ask some questions too, right?
Right.
Okay? And boys and girls, what you guys can do is pass out the paper, get your scissors, and we're going to try and do this.
All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to get out a piece of 8.5 by 11 paper, and we're going to go through step by step.
And everybody, we're going to start out like this. So make sure it's going like this, not like that, like this.
Up and down.
All right?
Portrait style,
Yes.
if you
So what
thinking
we're gonna do is
computer.
We're going to take one corner just like. I'm going to take one corner and I'm going to fold it down. See, I'm going to bring this corner down like this. So it looks like that, all right? And then crease it. Try to make it as even as you
So
can.
that you want the edge to be even.
Yeah.
Not like that. You're wanting to bring it across more like this. So get it to where it's even. Get it to where it's even on the edges there. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Just like that. Perfect. Like that. Absolutely. All right, is everybody getting it over here? Yes, like that. Wait a minute. No, you don't want it all the way down to the corner. You just want to fold it over to where it's, see how, where it's even? There you go, like that. Now make the crease. Okay? Well, not like that. Kind of like here. Let's do this side. It works better for me.
Right here?
Yeah, so that it's more like that. See? Yes. Perfect. Perfect. There we go. We're getting it. That in some ways is about the hardest fold, to be honest with you. Yeah, that looks great. Looks great, everybody. That looks great. All right. We're ready for the next one.
All right, now this is pretty easy. Just watch. Oh, mine's not very even, so I need to fix it. I went over and fixed everybody's else, and Mrs. Shanks messed up. Here we go. All right, so you're going to take the corner, and it comes down like, see, like this. It's going to come right over here. So you're going to fold it all the way down, so it's going to look like your house.
Here. More like you're going to this corner, though. This corner.
There you go.
Yeah. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Just like that. You're going from this corner to this corner. There we go. Perfect. Because then that looks like a house, doesn't it? You got it? Yeah. Perfect. Good job. How we doing over here? Oh, you guys are pros. You got this done. You guys got this done. Let me see. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. We'll get the house right now. You guys over here, you got it? All right. Awesome, guys. Way to go. All right.
Ready for the next one? The next one is pretty easy. We're taking this bottom piece right here, and we're just folding it up. So it looks like this. You have like
Yep.
these two corners.
Perfect.
that peek out.
Perfect. You got it. You got it.
One second.
Except for you want to fold it the other to the top this way. Up. I don't know that it matters, but I don't want to take a chance. Yeah. Perfect. You guys are doing awesome. These guys are doing awesome, Mrs. Shanks. All right, so you're holding up. Hold up real quick your crowns. Perfect. Perfect. We got your crown here over here. We got issues over here. All right. Okay. All right. Now you're just going to fold that up. This up. Exactly. There we go. Now we got it.
Now, here's the thing. See these flaps that are up like this? See how they're showing? That's the side you need to be looking at, and then fold it across. See, fold it right in half. Those two little peaks that you're looking at, all right? And fold it right in half, so it looks like that.
You're giving your paper a hug. You got your arms coming across, and you're going to give them a hug. Exactly like that. Right that. Yep. I think they got it's the opposite. You want to make sure that it's. Can you do it the opposite way? You want these flaps on the outside. I'm not totally sure that it makes a difference, but I want to make sure that we have our best chance of this working, right?
Doesn't it look like a sheep?
All right, now I need you to listen for this part.
Okay, because you can't redo a cut. What you've cut, it's cut.
It's a shoe.
Yeah, it could look like a shoe, too. Wow.
What's up?
Tell me something that happened if that's a shoe. What is something that Jesus did on the night that he was going to be betrayed for all his disciples? What do you think? He washed their feet. So instead of the hug, it could also be a shoe. It could be taking off the shoe and washing the feet, couldn't it? All right, Mrs. Shanks. Here's the big moment. It's the big moment. All right.
All right, now what you just listen right now, okay? Just listen and watch. So what you're going to do is when you cut it, you're going to see the triangle right there. So you're going to go in just a little bit like that, and then you're just going to cut all the way through. Let's see, and then you'll open it up.
Okay, so don't cut yet. We want to go yes. We want you to show us where you're about to cut,
And then
so that everybody has a chance, okay? So show us where you're about to cut so that we can, either Mrs. Greene or Mrs. Shanks can say, yep, that's exactly where you want to cut. Where are you about to cut? Okay, we're going to cut about right in here and straight up. Yeah, a little bit like right in here. There you go. Now cut straight up. Okay, we're going to try it. Yep. All right. Let's let her try, and let's see her unfold and make sure I told her right, that I didn't mess her up. Perfect. All right, let me see where you're going to cut. Yeah, just a little. Yeah, right there. Go on up. Yep, right there. Yep, right there. And then unfold. Now unfold.
I definitely do not have a chance. Nope, don't have a chance. Oh, that's
Here's what you're unfolding. Unfold that. Perfect. All right, perfect. We got a table. Oh, man. Once you've made your cuts, I want to see your crosses. Perfect. Awesome. You guys did awesome. All right. Yep. Yours is right.
Right here.
Yep. That would be good. Yep. Right there. Let me see where you're cutting. Sure. Right there. Straight up now. Straight up. Straight up. Go straight up. All right. Then you should unfold. All right. They're all a little unique depending on where you cut them. You got it. Yours is more like a Greek cross right there.
All the way through.
Yay! Oh, the end of my thing cut me.
All right. All right, once you get it unfolded, I want to see them. Yeah, just be careful not to rip it when you unfold it.
Oh, I did it.
There, unfold yours. Perfect.
I got it. I got it.
Exactly. All right. Exactly. Awesome.
Oh, I'm gonna use it.
All right.
All right. Are we ready to sing our song? How
Yeah.
did they turn out?
They
Oh my
turned out
goodness.
perfect.
Do you guys remember how to do it so you can teach somebody else how to do it? No.
No, not that one. I just know.
Well, you'll have to watch it on the thing, and then you'll know.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to sing this song.
Ready, guys?
Here we go. I'm forgiven because you were forsaken. I'm accepted. You were forgiven. I'm alive and well. Spirit is within me. Because you died and rose again. All right, everybody, amazing love.
Amazing love.
ready? Here we go. Amazing love, good and loud now.
Amazing
Have given me. My King would die for me. Amazing love, I know it's true. It's my joy to honor you in all that I do. I honor you. One more time, in all I do, in all I do.
Oh, that was so beautiful.
It was beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to shift this camera a little bit so that we can see, because we're going to be handing out to make these treats. Now, it's not going to be able to be done in every classroom, but you can certainly do it at home this week, and it would be a great way to do that. Mrs. Shanks is handing over, and I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to get, I want to show you what each one's getting, since there's extras on this one. Everyone's going to get the following. So everybody at their table is getting, you need a graham cracker, you need some pretzels, and we have these out in bags for them, baggies that we only put in bags with gloved hands so we could make sure we were good and clean. And also they are getting things of frosting. So as Mrs. Shanks passes that out to everybody, I'm just going to, again, pray that you have an awesome Holy Week as we're getting ready to start that this week. And Holy Week starts with this Sunday, Palm Sunday. And then we go into Maundy Thursday, which means command, where Jesus said, remember the arms? Love one another. A new commandment I give to you, that you would love one another. Good Friday, where Jesus now took his arms and put them out on a cross for us to show that love. And then a week from Sunday, guess what? It'll be the time of the resurrection, Easter Sunday. All right, so I think she is now ready.
I am ready.
Ready to go and do everything. And she's going to lead the kids in making an edible crown of thorns.
All right, so what we're going to do is take out your, get your plate and your stick, and also take your graham cracker out of your...
Okay, so you're taking the graham cracker out. They've got a plate with a stick.
Graham
They're
cracker.
getting in the graham cracker.
Put it on your plate.
All right,
I need my frosting.
all right,
And that's the base for our crown.
all right.
All right?
So are they supposed to spread it all over the...
Yeah, so now we're going to take the stick with the frosting in it, and we're going to spread it all over our graham cracker.
All right, so get all your things. You're going to need your plate, your stick, your pretzel sticks,
Yeah.
and your graham cracker. So have everything in front of you so you don't have to keep getting up. There you go. Way to help
And
yourself.
spread it around, just like I'm doing.
You don't have what? Oh, three. Oh, pretzels. Let me go get you a pretzel.
Get one from the retail. Now, after you get done spreading your graham cracker with lots of frosting, the frosting is actually going to serve as your glue, even though it's edible, right? You can eat your eat your frosting. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your pretzel sticks when you get to that part, and you're kind of going to break them up, and then you're going to kind of put them on your graham cracker so they look like a crown of thorns on there. All right, so they're going to be kind of intertwined. So I'm going to take mine and I'm going to break mine up and kind of intertwine them all around. See, I'm starting.
Yeah, that's the best way to hold it up like that.
Yeah, so I'm going to intertwine them and all around.
And have them kind of sticking up.
And they can stick up. They can do whatever you want to do. You can, because thorns were everywhere. Because everywhere you touched, there was thorns. So how does it look? I think it's starting to look really good. There we go.
See how it's looking?
So it kind of looks like
turns out to be looking like a great crown of thorns.
See how mine looks, boys and girls? You're intertwining them all.
You can break them in half or in thirds. You don't have to have them all whole.
Yeah.
You can break them up into little pieces, like sharp pieces, like thorns.
Yeah, you can even have them sticking up, because you know thorns are everywhere. You know, I was thinking that while they're finishing up, should we do some announcements?
Yeah.
Let's do some. Oh, that looks so cool. Oh, you got to show his. Look how he's getting his thorns to stand up. Can you do that?
Mm-hmm.
I love it. You guys are doing so good.
Oh, yeah. There you
That
go.
is so cool. Look
We're
at
still
this.
working on the, oh, man. We got pretzel hedge here.
Yeah.
All right.
So cool, guys.
Oh, yeah. So, what's some announcements, Mrs. Shanks?
Well, first of all, this Sunday is actually, do you guys remember with the branches?
Palm Sunday.
Yeah, this Sunday's Palm Sunday.
So anyway,
So, do we have something special going on here?
we do on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock out here on the baseball field, we have an Easter egg hunt. And I know for some of you, you might think, oh, I'm too old for Easter egg hunt. But if you're third grade and above, it's going to be like a scavenger hunt. So you have to find certain eggs, certain color of eggs.
Yep, it's not just like eggs laying out in like with the little kids, we just kind of throw the eggs out in the baseball field and they can go run and find them. But for you who are older, you have to actually search out certain things. Like you have to find a purple egg
I
or...
was just wondering too, does anybody in here like to make slime? Yeah, we're going to have a slime station outside of the baseball field. What day is Saturday?
This Saturday at 10 a.m.
And there's going to be crafts and games and all kinds of stuff. So just come on out from 10.
Do we have to wear a St. John shirt?
No.
You don't have to wear your St. John shirt.
And then on Sunday morning at the 10:45 service, we're going to do a special program called Easter Jam with all kinds of different things happening.
Yep.
So,
There's an Easter egg roll. There's kind of, I get to dress up kind of funny and be a funny character. And Mr. Richard does. And so that's on Sunday at 10:45. That's Easter Jam.
yeah, and
That
I
is
think
perfect.
Sydney's helping, aren't you, Sydney? Are you doing it there?
Sydney, aren't you doing and helping lead motions?
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, so it'll be lots of fun. All right, do you want to go ahead?
So any other, oh, and what about the shirts?
Oh, yeah. Hey, you guys, do you remember when we had the T-shirt contest? You had to draw Palm Sunday pictures on them? Yeah. Do you remember? No. I gave out prizes. First and second. Okay. All right, there's a long time ago, I know. But guess what? I kept them all, and they're hung up in the narthex.
They're on the hallways by the church.
So if you have time and you want to do a field trip, you can do a field trip over there and look at them. We just got them hung yesterday.
All right.
So they're gorgeous. You guys did awesome.
Okay, so we ran a little longer than normal. Sorry about that. It's a little longer than normal, but we did so many things today. But we want to just say thank you to Mrs. Greene and all the third graders. You guys did awesome.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to close in prayer. All right, so if you can do an echo prayer. All right, so you're going to echo me, so nice and loud. Dear Jesus.
Dear Jesus.
Thank you for your love.
Thank you for your love.
Thank you for taking the cross.
Thank you for taking the cross.
And dying for us.
And dying for us.
And rising for us.
And rising for us.
So that we can live with you.
So that we can live with you.
Now.
Now.
And forever.
And forever.
Amen.
Amen.
All right, so that's it for this week's lessons on 48th Lane. Where are we going to be next week?
We're going to be in second grade.
All right, because they're not going to be in school on Good Friday, we're going to actually do the Easter lesson next Tuesday, and we're going to be with the second graders. All right, so we will see you then.
Bye,
Have an
everybody.
awesome week.